looks like we're up on YouTube. Looks like we're up on X. So that's nice. I'll get started here in just a moment. Thank you for joining me today on Jesse Trades. Hope you guys are having a great afternoon. I'm going to try to add this to my... I guess I can't add this to my Facebook story without a picture. Ha! Hold on one second. Let's see. I had a picture that I could use. Let's see if this will work. Let's see. No, that's tacky. Myself in a suit jacket with just the overlay. Maybe. I don't know. What do I want to do? How do I want to do this? Let's see what we got. Do I want to do it this way? Let's see. Live trading. Picture of just me. I guess that makes sense. Although my wife's pretty, so why not have her picture too? Right? Oh, let me see. How do I want to do this? You know what I want to do? I want to get this picture just sent over to my email, download the picture, and that would be twice. Let's do this. I think I got it. I'm trying to add this. Let's just try to add it. All right. Okay, so now it's basically just a redirect to my YouTube channel live. That's the way I'm going to do this. Sometimes you got to figure things out on the fly and just roll with it. I did not get to trade this morning. Did not get to trade this morning. So I am going to look here this afternoon, here at Power Hour, see maybe what might be moving from what I have seen, because I have been looking at the markets. Golly, it just looks like chop today. A little bearish. SPY and QQQ were down a little bit when I was checking, and it just did not look super, super, super appealing. So yeah, I'm just, we'll see. I might not do any trading. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna put this on here, and I promise I will start faster next time. We'll take a look at. We'll start looking at SpaceX, and then we'll see live trading. Okay. All right, cool. It's up, and we're ready to go. Hope your day has gone pretty well. SpaceX is down 2.5 points today, 2.5% that is, and it looks like we're kind of in a range. Looks like we're in a bit of a range with SpaceX. So, just want to make sure that my face is not going to be over the candles. You know what? I'm going to move my face over a little bit because that won't do. Let's see. Can I move this over? Let's do this. Yes. Okay. I want you guys to be able to see the stock. So that should be a little bit better. All right. Cool. After 5 minutes of managing how I'm going to do the stream, I'm on the stream. This is live. This is what happens when you don't have a production team. You got to just do it all yourself on the fly. So it looks like SpaceX has hit a low today of 145.20. We're above the 9. We're above the 20 EMA. This is intersecting right now with the 50 EMA. And are we going to... I wonder if it's going to just kind of touch at that point, and we've got a lot of wicks. After it touches this point, it's falling. See, that's falling on the 50 EMA. I'm wondering if maybe we're going to get some more continuation to the downside because it's just not holding here. Now, this is the 1 minute chart. So yeah, all I have is the 1 minute on here. I'm going to look at the 5 real quick. Just kind of see what it looks like on the 5. Okay. Definitely in a place of consolidation. Not a lot of volume is going on here. There's not a lot of movement. Not a lot of movement is happening at the moment. And I was catching another live stream a little while ago, and the guy who I watch on occasion, the professor, actually, great YouTube live stream with the professor. He basically got off. It seemed kind of early today, and I think because of the volume, he was saying it was just kind of slow. So I did want to come on this afternoon just to see if I might take a trade or two. I might not. I might just sit here and ramble about the market. So spoiler alert, I might not take a trade. We'll see. I don't want to just take a trade for a trade's sake, but as you can see, the volume on this candle, look at this candle, just, 145.56, 145.61. Like, it's just back, forth, back, forth. I mean, it's not going anywhere. It's not doing anything. We want to see some action, right? So let's see. AVGO. Any action going on with AVGO? This thing is set at a high of today, recently, at 395.09. And is up 5.5%. And I kind of like where it's at right now on this. See, this is the 9 and the 20 intersecting with one another right here. The blue line is the 9. The 20 is the EMA. This is the 20 EMA, the purple line. And this might be worth watching for a minute. 391.45. Spread's nice and tight overall. 8-cent spread. This is spread over here. This is called volume. This is level 2, so you can actually see these are the asking price over here. This red area, and this is the price of the bid is blue on this side over here. Just give you a little bit of a rundown. This is the trading evolution from Trade the Pool, where I trade at, and I have a list of tickers here to the left. Of course, charts are here in the middle. I do have some other things that I use. I do use RSI on occasion, not all the time. I do use volume. Right now I kind of have everything pulled down mainly for viewers' sake, because if I have things pulled up, you're not going to be able to see it on this screen. So, and then MACD. I also look at MACD as well down here below, typically when I trade. Right now I'm just kind of looking at the volume of these candles and the strength of what exactly is going on in the markets right now. So look at the way this candle is forming at 391.53. Are we going to pop a little bit more? Are we going back after the highs, the high of day at 395? Or are we actually going to reach about right here and pop below? If I'm just, looking at the action of this candle, looking at the action of the level 2, so going to guesstimate here. If I was going to jump in a trade, I would actually think short, very, very temporary short, perhaps, because this thing might just pop for a second and then falter and fall. But my rules are, and sometimes I do break my rules, right? Because some rules are meant to be broken. It's above the 9, it's above the 20, and it is above VWAP, I assume. Let's take a look at where VWAP is. It's this orange line down here below. The volume weighted average price is what the VWAP is. So we are above all of these things. So my normal thesis, my normal thought would be this is a bullish trend. However, we're getting closer to the end of the day. We've recently hit the high of day at 395.09. Unless this thing really starts gaining some traction and some steam with the volume, I see this potentially petering out the way that it's sort of moving. Petering out, or maybe we just consolidate. But let's just watch it for a minute. It's taken its sweet time getting over this hump, this candle over here, this 391.79. It's taken its sweet time. If it's going to push past this, we might still remain bullish, but I am weary to go long on this. Nvidia up today. That's nice. Almost 4% for Nvidia today. It's finally got past the 200s. That's good to see. Marvell up almost a percentage point, almost up 1%. DRAM, my swing for that, I'm now losing in my DRAM swing a few bucks. It's down a few dollars from my position. So, yeah, semiconductors just need to come back, and I think DRAM will be fine if it comes back. I know there's a lot of conversation right now about the semiconductors and perhaps being out of rotation. Maybe we're moving into more of a tech as opposed to the semiconductors. So we'll have to see what goes on with MU, Samsung, SK Hynix, AMD, all of the semiconductors. We'll have to see what happens there. Let's see, what else do we got just on my list over here as I'm sort of watching. See, it's just taking its sweet time getting past. AVGO here is just, it's not wanting to move up. It's just being a slow little train that's not moving. I was on a train once when I was about 12 years old, and it was the most boring experience ever. Not because, I mean, the idea of being on a train was fun, but this train, it was in Jackson, Missouri, and it went backward. We weren't going forward, we were going backward, and we probably only went maybe 10 miles an hour. It was the oddest thing. All right, this candle is starting to move. We're starting to move up a bit. All right. Let's see. So we went past this. This one over here, sorry. This candle here. And I'm wondering, can we break this one now? And again, this is not, to me, this is not tradable at the moment, the way the volume is. I do not care for this volume. Anyway, back to that train in Jackson, Missouri. It moved so slow. It moved backwards. I have no idea why it was moving backwards. For a little quaint town in Jackson, Missouri, I don't even recall why I was there. That's how young I was. But it was like a Whistle Stop Cafe, fried green tomatoes kind of thing. I don't know. It was weird, but cool. A good memory, I guess. If you ever want to go on a slow train ride backwards, see if they still got that exhibit in Jackson, Missouri. All right, see, now we're pulling back. You know what, guys? I didn't change this back. That was the 5 minute. This is the 1 minute. This would tell me a little bit more. A little bit more as far as the speed. No wonder it was moving a little slow. I got to yakking and forgot to change back to the 1 minute chart. So now we broke the 9, we broke the 20, and we're about to tap the 50 EMA. And I wonder, are we done for the day as far as making a new high? Is this going to just retreat for a little while? This might be good for a short, although, golly, I would like to have gotten in when it broke this candle to the left of this one right here. This one right here. I would like to have already gotten in, honestly, for a short. If I'm going to go in for a quick scalp or a quick short, I want to do so if it actually recoils back up. And so look at all these other candles to the left over here. Look how we really did not do much for a while. We just kind of consolidated. Are we going to find a little bit of a bottom here? So see how this is wicking back up. It's tapped. It intersected with the 50 EMA. Now it looks like it might be pushing back up, maybe into some further consolidation, perhaps. We will see. Now, here's the part. Now, so this is the recoil. If this thing had gone up right then, that's when I would have gotten in to go short. See how it's kind of pushing up? This might be good for a short. Let's can we go down? I don't know. I want to wait just a second. Wait until either this candle closes. I've got 20 seconds. I kind of like this one. We're going in. or I went in. This is obviously not financial advice. This is me trading, you watching, you enjoying. Don't copy paste trade. Learn your own strategy, and stay safe out there, especially if you're risking your own capital. All right, so I went in with 10 shares. We're just kind of in a, ooh, look at that. That thing fell. Nice. That broke. That broke. All right, nice. Okay. Slightly profitable. Should have gotten in with more shares. Let's do this. 390.51. If I'd gotten in with more shares, I would have just taken the profit. 265. All right, I just took off 5 shares. I just moved my stop loss to where now I at least have 20 cents profit. This was extremely small share size, because if this had gone against me, I would have just built the position a little different. And it looks like we might still be falling. Ooh, look at that. That really fell. Let's move the stop loss down to where now we're making some more bucks. Looks like we're going to tap that 200 EMA down here below. And can we go further? Where did my stop loss go? Did it? Oh, you know what? It took me out. Wow, that thing just took me out. It touched my stop loss, and then I got out of the trade. I did not want to get out of that trade because it's still going to the downside. That's what happens sometimes when you set your stop loss. I do that a lot. I set it a little bit too low. Now look, it did break. Look, let's take a look. This thing hit right up to here at 392.48, and then we're dropping. AVGO. It's Yep, this would have been really, really good. Obviously, that was a winning trade, but this would have been a lot better had I used a little more share size. But I didn't completely trust it, and sometimes when I start a position, I will start with very low share size before I start adding in. So, all right. Little baby, minuscule, very small green. Again, I didn't even know if I was going to trade today. Just with the way that the market has been moving, coming on here later in the afternoon. Like I said, I've been busy this week. My kids have had a VBS program, and I'm teaching, and I'm only able to kind of look at the markets a little bit. So even with that, I just had a little bit of understanding as far as what the markets were doing today. It's hard to just like jump on a screen, get on a ticker, and say, okay, this is the way I think it's going to go. I could have stayed in this trade. I moved my stop loss a little bit too low. It stopped me out quickly. And you can see this is where I went in on the position at 390.52. I took 5 shares off at 390.24, and I got stopped out at 389.92. So the only thing, I shouldn't have moved my stop loss so far down. I should have just actually brought it up further. I shouldn't have done that. Silly mistake. We might be curling back around here. Might be curling back. We'll have to see. Looks like the volume just increased big time. Do you see the way the candle just boop, boop, boom? That was something. Spread is still pretty good. 10 to 15 cent spread. That's not bad. That's one of the reasons why I go into market. If the spread is a couple of pennies, sometimes 10, 15, 20 cents, I don't mind going in and out of market. That is these buttons here. So buy market, sell market, because it gets me in, it gets me out, And I like that. Sometimes if you buy the ask or sell the ask and vice versa, it will just take a lot longer to fill you. And so I don't like to mess with that. I just want to get in a trade when I want to get in. I want to get out when I want to get out. And if the spread is tight enough, I'm more than comfortable, honestly, losing a few pennies on that because I want to get in and out of a trade. We might be curling back up here. So we're intersecting with this 9 EMA. Although, are we making a bear flag? We might be making a bear flag. So if you look at this over here, coming down, and then we start here, and then this candle, or maybe the next, maybe 3 candles from now, we start going lower. We start trickling down. So it looked like it curls for a second, and then we fall. That's potentially on the horizon. Maybe, possibly. We don't know, because in stock market world, you don't know. You just have to look at probabilities. If you're a chart person, you look at your chart analysis. You look at perhaps maybe what this might do based on historical data, the lines, the 9 EMA, how the volume is coming in. There's so many various ways and things that you're looking at to determine entry and exit and what will be continuation maybe and what's not. So yeah, that's trading. If you haven't already discovered, and most of you watching who have traded, you know, is a tricky business for sure. But it's an amazing endeavor, I have to say. It's one of the coolest endeavors, one of the best endeavors that I have been a part of in my life, and I really have enjoyed the last bit of time in my trading world, trading community, trading with people that are very experienced, very smart, especially over at Trade the Pool. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, check out Trade the Pool. If you have questions about it, let me know. Yeah, there's just some excellent traders in real life that I know now that are doing great, doing really, really well. And yeah, it's my aspiration to become better and better at this. So I'm definitely better than when I first started. I'll tell you that. I definitely can see the charts far, far better, and yeah, so it's just it's a matter of getting your reps in. I was talking to a cousin of mine the other day who trades, great guy, and he was saying just like, it's like working out at the gym. It's like you gotta come up, you gotta show up at the charts every day, and get your reps in. And I totally concur. I totally agree with that. Trading is getting your reps in. And even if you don't trade, sometimes the best trade is no trade. Sometimes it really is coming and sitting and watching and saying, how is the price movement? What are the charts doing? Maybe it's not worth the risk of jumping into a trade and having it go against me because I can't exactly see what direction the trade might be going into. So, yeah, there's all these different factors and all these different things to think about when you're trading. So, all right, so I feel like it's slowing down a little bit. I don't know if I want to enter another trade, although we're here at this 9 EMA. I kind of like this for maybe some more downside continuation, perhaps. Let's take a look at the trade. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Let's see what this thing has done in the past bit. It's interesting. If you aren't used to charts, you're probably looking at this going, this is a mess. What is this? It's Greek at first, I will tell you. It's Greek, and then once you start trading for a while, you realize just like, oh, okay, this is not. It's not rocket science. It is complicated at times, but it can be simplified. Okay, so we have been at this level quite a few times and fallen just in the past maybe 20 minutes or so. No, this is not 20 minutes. This is about 2 hours of data right here, of charts. All right, if I was a betting man, and I am, I'm going to say this is going down to the downside. Further to the downside, maybe we even go, are we going to go lower than here? Let's see. Let me see where we are with market structure. And if this is hard to see, my apologies, but I want to take a more of a gander at where we're at. So we hit 395, we fall, We go down. We've been tracing this 200. This red line is the 200 EMA. We've been tracing it, but we haven't been falling too far below the 200 EMA. But see this red line here? We haven't, in the last bit, we haven't really broken that. Every time we go near it, we break it, we come back up. We play on it for a little bit on this red line, and then we push back up. We push back up. So, it looks like we just intersected with it again. I would not trust it at the moment to the downside unless we break with some kind of speed. See, now look, it touched the 200 EMA and then pushes right on back up. These are kind of things, sorry about that. These are kind of things that, you can't bet the whole farm on, oh, if it touches this line, if it does this thing, then it's going for sure to do it. You don't know. I don't know. No one knows exactly what it's going to do when it does intersect, but there are these sort of marks, these lines that we can look at and perhaps gain a little bit more probability. There's a little bit more understanding with what it might do. I'm going to push this down a little bit, give a little bit better view on the screen so I can see it, and so hopefully you can see it as well. I might look at something else briefly. I might turn over to, let's see. ServiceNow is down today. Now's been up the last several days. Looks like it's down about 2.5%. INTC is down again. Wow, this thing came down from 140. We're at 108 with INTC. It was in the 140s recently. I'm happy I'm not holding any of that. I was holding INTC several weeks ago, but I'm not in that trade anymore on my swing trades, so I'm happy not to be the way that it's been moving. Although at a certain point will be a good time to buy in, so I am watching it for that. All right. Are we gaining some traction, maybe some momentum here on AVGO? AVGO. Maybe catch it on a dip to the long side. Again, I mean, my rule or my philosophy of trading lately has been, if it's above VWAP, if it's above the 9, that might be a good time to get in. The 9 and the 20 are two things that I really do look at, the 9 and the 20 EMA, which is the blue line and the purple line here. If we're above that, might be good for a long. I don't know. I don't trust it. I obviously want to have an entertaining live stream. Entertaining could be just losing a lot or winning a lot. But I'm also, I'm doing a trade the pool evaluation here, and I want this account to pass. And I've got a few accounts, and right now I'm green in everything. So, this is a part of trading that is the if you will, the boring aspect. Now, none of this is boring to me. I mean, I'm not bored at all. This is actually highly entertaining, no matter if I'm in the trade or not. It's more entertaining to be in a trade, but it's almost just as entertaining to watch the charts and see the price action and see where this is going. I kind of like this. Look at this. It just tapped that 9 EMA. It's pushing up. We're at 390.66. Can it? But look, it's also touched this a few times. Can it get back over this? Don't pour over me. It's a line from a movie. I won't say which movie. Do you know which movie that is? Don't pour over me. It's a good comedy. That's the only hint I'm going to give you. It's a good comedy. Oh, AVGO. Oh, AVGO. I want to go long. I want to go long on this because I feel like it has the possibility of just going boom, spiking up. It might super spike here. But it might just as well fall on down. And that's the part of this sort of price action right now I cannot predict. And if you cannot predict, don't jump in the trade. If you really don't know if you're going to go long or you're going to go short, that's probably an indication that you just don't know which way the direction is headed. And right now we've just been, consolidating probably for the past 15 minutes here, just kind of in a zone, all right? Which some people love to trade right in a range like this. I would like to see a little bit more of a breakout somewhere out of this zone before I'm like, yep, we're going to the downside. Like this candle right now, yeah, sure, it looks like it's going to the downside, and maybe we even touch this 200 EMA again. But unless it breaks it with force and we kind of get out of like right over here, which is like 389.40, I just think it very well could go down to just, kind of just go back up. We had this ferocious candle over here fall from 392 to 391.02, which, hey, that was a trend. That was kind of a trend idea of, all right, this thing might be bearish now. This thing might be going down, especially after the second candle was to the downside. So, yeah. All right, well, we are a few minutes away. We'll look at MU. This is MU. This is Micron. Ooh, look at these wiki candles. Wiki, wiki, wiki. I don't even have correct levels set. This is a pre-market. This is probably pre-market high, I assume, from yesterday at 949.74. I didn't even have time to set levels this morning because I was gone too early. So, like they say, sometimes the best trade is no trade. I took one trade, a very small baby win. Hey, green is green, right? Even if it is just a tiny amount. I will I will be on tomorrow. I will be live trading with Trade the Pool in the morning, and then I will attempt to do another Jesse Trades either recap or a live stream. So, hope you guys are doing well out there, and hope you all are green today. So, have a good one.